And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted. Controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 39. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Throwing Jones. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Jones throwing on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Well, they just continue to march the ball down the field here through the air, Charles. He is now 6 of 6 throwing the football.
And it would help the defense if he was just throwing it to one guy because you could, marshal some forces over there. But the way he's spreading it around, he's hitting them at all angles right now, making it very, very difficult.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Second down and goal. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up fourth and goal. Interesting decision. I can see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? Because we're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it and not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down. A.J. Cole in pole formation for the Raiders.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 3, Raiders 0.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A first down carry for Barkley. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On second down, here's Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play action. Garoppolo. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Garoppolo on first down.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Carlson is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
A gain of 15. First down, Giants.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Giants.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that one not being picked off.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And Waller taking it in over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Step down the field of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Here's Renfro to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The tackle made there by Jarrett Davis.
Brings up 2nd That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score is just
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Able to slither by. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play clock. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Out to the right here to Shepard. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They still can't get it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones from 17 yards out. And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 2 touchdowns, 2:16 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And it's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They go with Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
And there's the touchdown. touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here we go, 45 ticks to play, and it's all going to come down to this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Up the middle with Barkley. We're down to the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.